States across the country have recently decriminalized knowingly infecting another person with HIV/AIDS in the name of social justice. HIV/AIDS is still a potentially deadly disease, and even as treatments have improved and proliferated, there's still no cure, and the virus remains a lifelong infection, which makes the fact that some states have not only decreased the penalties for, but have decriminalized the act of knowingly infecting another person without telling them very concerning and very disturbing. Illinois decriminalized knowingly infecting another person with HIV/AIDS back in 2021. Yet for some reason, this news has just recently gone viral.
Turn down to Illinois after Governor Pritzker signed a new law that decriminalizes spreading HIV. Now, the new policy officially repeals a law that was passed back in 1986. There have been 8 people who were convicted on the law since it was enacted. The AIDS Foundation of Chicago says 80 have been charged, but for that foundation, this is just as much about breaking a stigma.
And you must be wondering, why on earth would any politician or any lawmaker try to pass a law legalizing the purposeful transmission of a potentially deadly disease? Well, this is the people, this is the person advocating for it.
Timothy Jackson, the Director of Government Relations with the AIDS Foundation Chicago and the lead lobbyist of the bill's repeal. An analysis of Cook County court data by the circuit shows that black men make up more than 2/3 of the people charged under this law, and across gender lines, 75% of those charged are black, and that's the circuit. That also comes from the Chicago Reader. Timothy, why have black people been disproportionately impacted by this law?
Really, just another example of systemic racism.
Really, Timothy, systemic racism is not due to the fact that you are vastly overrepresented amongst new and existing HIV and AIDS cases. That has nothing to do with it.
I think Representative Ammons highlighted that not only is this a criminal justice issue, this is a healthcare justice issue as well. And it's something that we have really seen where you have disproportionate impact in a number of different areas. There is not just Chicago or Cook County centered. 1 out of every 2 gay black men in this country will contract HIV in their lifetime based on the CDC. 50%. You're looking at that statistic. I am a gay black man living with HIV.
And Timothy, you've said that, to your knowledge, no one is currently in prison for this law, but there's some other data from Cook County that says that from 1990 to 2016, 60 people were charged.
It's not just gay black men who are affected by this virus. It is also black women who are disproportionately infected. And this poor woman here was purposefully infected by her boyfriend. And this case takes place in Texas, where it still is a felony.
The catastrophic chain of events that led me to down spiral, how I had to dig myself out of that hole, and basically, I feel like the old me died.
Ex-boyfriend Karim Tyson Zahakani pleaded guilty to aggravated assault of a family member with serious bodily injury. Prosecutors say he knowingly infected Sarita with HIV. We first brought you Sarita's story in 2016. After that, other women came forward.
At least 8. Some of them had pictures, some had videos, and he was even going by another name.
The judge sentenced Zahakani to 30 years in prison.
Wow, 30 years for something that in Illinois isn't even a crime. Texas don't play. Maryland, North Dakota, Illinois, and California are among states that have recently repealed or significantly modernized HIV-specific criminal laws to align with modern science. While some states have repealed specific statutes, many continue to use communicable disease or health code laws to prosecute people living with HIV. Recent repeals and modernization. Maryland and North Dakota in 2025 became the 4th and 5th states to fully repeal the HIV-specific exposure offenses, though they may still have other communicable disease laws. Modernized laws. California, Colorado, Georgia, Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, Nevada, New Jersey, North Carolina, Virginia, and Washington have updated their laws to align with current science, such as requiring intent to transmit.